I'm Dr. Dan Vizino. I'm the co-founder, CEO, and president of Guardsman Scientific. Guardsman is a company where we're guarding the heart of the baby boomers and beyond. We're at booth 404. We're guarding the heart of the baby boomers and beyond by being a medical device company addressing perioperative congestive heart failure. The problem that we're addressing is pretty simple and pretty large. Basically, there's 100 million people out there with high blood pressure, which over time creates an unnecessary stress on the heart. When the patient goes to the operating room to get elective surgeries like total hip, total knee, prostate surgeries, the heart that faced all that extra stress over 20 and 30 years will not be able to handle the surgical stress as well as a 20-year-old heart. So the impact of that is the patient will have post-operative heart failure. The pump will not be able to do its job appropriately, which will translate into an increased length of stay and or readmission. Length of stay that are longer than expected, and readmissions are not paid by the payer, so this translates into a $17 billion drain of resources for healthcare systems. So our solution is the EGAM UC system that you're seeing here. You got the patient lying on the operating room table. This is our hardware, and what we're doing is we're watching the heart real time during surgery using the hardware and the software and sending ultrasound-based information in the already existing monitoring system that the patient is already connected to. This allows the anesthesiologists, the surgeons, or the critical care physicians to modify their treatments so it reduces the stress on the heart during surgery. Actually, our clinical management protocol that derives from gathering this ultrasound data plays on two roles. The first thing is that we're adjusting the amount of IV fluid we're giving to the patients, and the second one is the range of blood pressure at which we're keeping the patients. All of that is reducing the stress on the heart, which for our first generation prototype translated into a reduction of post-operative risk of heart failure by a factor of 18 times compared to traditional management, and also translated into a reduction of length of stay by 43%. And these were on 50 patients getting bread and butter general surgery stuff. Went from 9 days to 5 days, so significant cost savings. Our device competes basically with traditional ultrasound systems or non-invasive cardiac output monitoring, but none of them were actually able to do acquiring the data, do it independently from the operator and guide the management. That's why we created our solution. Our IP is based on the hardware, the software, and the clinical management. I created the IP led by 10 years of clinical experience, and also Wade Johnson, senior partner at Dorsey & Whitney, engineer and medical device expert for IP. We consolidated provisionals into new non-provisionals in the US and internationally. Our management team includes myself. I'm a physician. There's always worried about having a physician CEO, but that's my second company. We had a very successful outcome after the first one, so I learned how to become a businessman along the way. We also have bioengineers and medical device people in our team. Come see us at booth 404. We also have supporters, advisors, seasoned, experienced physician entrepreneurs, and venture capitalists that likes what we're doing. Our market is about $1.5 billion of sale per year. That's what we're expecting after 5 years of being on the market, and that's based on a $30,000 price for the device itself and a $75 per patient usage on the disposable component. That's an interesting business model because that's a new wrinkle on medical ultrasound revenue. We're using a disposable device on each and every one of those patients, which is the patch that holds the transducer in place. Financially speaking, we're looking at needing $5 million over the next 2 years to complete the clinical development, get us to an FDA approval in mid-2012, start selling end of 2012, and ramp up the sales in 2013 and 14. So far, we have founded the company, financed it by the founders only since 2008. We did our clinical trials. We did our preliminary development of about the hardware, the software, and also the clinical management strategy. We went to the FDA, they confirmed that we're a 510K path for regulatory approval, and we're basically having a business model in line with the current economic conditions. We're reducing the cost of healthcare by providing a low-cost, widely applicable, non-invasive solutions that addresses a large amount of resources being drained in the system. We're looking for $5 million as a Series A right now. It's cash for equity to complete the technical development and get the FDA approval by 2012. Thank you.